Next, I have this blanket. I love this color, this dark purple. This color is beautiful. And the pattern on this is beautiful. This is not hand stitched or anything. This was like a real blanket somebody donated. And I'm gonna make this into a top and a bottom. It's gonna be a long skirt and then some kind of shirt. I don't know what the top is gonna look like because I don't know how much material I'm gonna have left over, but it is gonna be a matching set. And it's gonna be made from this. Okay, so here I have the blanket all laid out on the floor. I'm just trying to decide how I'm going to do the cut. Initially, I wanted to do it the same way I did the skirt in the previous video, the curtain one that I used the tutorial for, but I didn't think I would have enough material left over for the top. So I'm doing this one a little bit different. I'm just folding it in half, and then I'm just going to cut off the top of the fabric pretty much straight across the top, and just leave myself with this whole bottom half, which I'm going to use and shape it into a skirt. And with this piece folded in half, I'm just going to sew straight down this line here. And my plan was to have that little scalloped edge be on the outside, but after I sewed it together, I actually preferred it on the inside. So this is going to be the outside of the skirt, down one side. And then I got some elastic, and I'm just going to use this for the waist. But then the piece of elastic that I'm actually needing to use for the waist is so small that the material is way too wide at the top of the skirt. So I'm taking it in by 4 inches on each side, and I'm using this skirt here on top as kind of like my template for where I want everything to be. So I'm going in 4 inches on either side, and then I'm going to come down 14 inches on the side hem. And I'm just going to sew a straight line down from the top, 4 inches in and 14 inches down, just to cinch in that waist area just a little bit, so when I put the elastic in, it's not pulling in so much material at the top. And of course, I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. And here I'm just preparing the elastic. I already measured it for how small it needs to be, and I'm just sewing the sides to close it up. And now I'm going to sew the elastic to the top of the skirt. I'm just preparing it where it needs to go. I'm trying to align the seam on the elastic to the back of the skirt, and just using some binder clips to hold it on. And I'm going to sew it around once with the sewing machine, and then I'm going to fold it over and I'm going to sew it around again, but that time I'm going to do it by hand. And I'm using this thick thread. I didn't really show it, but it's thicker than a normal thread for this material because of course it's very thick, and I want to make sure all the seams are held tightly. So I'm using black thread every time I do anything by hand, but it is thicker than average thread, so it's very secure. And here I'm working on the neck hole of the second piece where I'm going to try to fit my head through, and I'm just spacing that out. I don't want to cut too much and make it too wide, so I'm getting another shirt and I'm trying to use the same circumference to match it onto the blanket piece. And I'm folding the edges over and pinning them down, and this part I'm going to sew down by hand. And now that the neckline is all set, I'm laying it flat. This is going to be the front of the piece, and I'm just cutting off the sides because I need this to wrap around my midsection, and the top part I'm going to use as the sleeve. And this blanket was very easy to work with because of all the boxes. It gave me clear lines of where I needed to cut and how much I needed to use on each side to make it symmetrical. So this part is going to be the midsection here. This is going to be the sleeve. I'm folding it over and I'm going to just sew across this line right here, and this is going to be the sleeve. And I'm doing the same thing on both sides. And these two flaps here are going to stretch around the back, but they are raw edges. So I'm just using this fray check. It's kind of like fabric glue. It just holds everything together so that nothing frays at the ends. And it's perfect for this blanket material, which is very easily frayed because it is just cut yarn. So I let the fray check dry for a few hours, and then I went back and I folded this middle part under, and then I hand sewed it to keep all those raw edges from coming apart and just to keep that a smooth edge on the back. And the other thing I did to all the edges here is that I hand sewed them with that thick thread so that there are no little pieces coming off on all the seams that I sewed in the arms. And now I'm just going to add something to hold things together back here. I'm cutting some string off of some of the leftover pieces in order to connect everything. And I'm putting one of the strings on each side through the hole that's already there from the blanket. And I'm putting it through the one on the left side and the right side. These are symmetrical. And then I'm going to attach them to the top middle piece that's coming down over the back. And you'll see how these are going to be connected. But I'm hand sewing this all together to keep it strong and secure. And then I decided to use that last bit of the elastic and these last two pieces of the blanket. It was perfect to make a pocket belt, so that's what I'm doing. I'm just taking those little flaps, sewing it directly to the elastic, folding it up, and sewing it again. So originally I was going to do a top stitch. I decided to do an inside stitch and fold the pockets back inside out. And then I'm adding a button for decorative purposes and to hold the pocket together. And I chose these two buttons that I had in my collection, and this is the pocket belt. And now I'm putting all the pieces together for the final reveal. Okay, now the blanket set is all done. So I just want to talk about a couple of things really quick. How I updated the back of the top. I did connect the top of the sweater in the back with these extra strings here cut off from the cut off pieces and connected them in the back just to hold it all together. I'm always going to have something underneath this because of all the spaces in here. So I figured, why not let the back be open? I want this to have sleeves. They didn't necessarily have to be that far down, but I wanted something to come down. I didn't want this to be a vest. So the best way to use as much of the blanket as I could possibly use, I did have to have the back somewhat open, which I think adds a unique little touch to this outfit. And then when I saw the leftover two pieces, I knew I needed to do something with those, so I made the little pocket belt that you see. And I'm just going to share with you how everything looks with black underneath, with white underneath, with and without the pocket belt thing. And also I'm going to show you what the skirt looks like by itself. So I hope you liked this video, and I hope it was inspiration for something that you can make. Very easy way to use a blanket. It was like $3 from the Goodwill as far as I can remember, and to make a whole outfit out of it that can be mixed and matched in all different kinds of ways. So again, I hope it's inspirational. If you like this, I hope you can give me a thumbs up. It really helps my channel, and I'll see you in the next one.